What is going on, my PD peeps? It's Wednesday. It's 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, so you know what time it is. It's time for your boy, El Profesor, to go ahead and do a live stream Q&A with all my PD peeps. I'm so happy to have you all here with me tonight. Appreciate you all joining me. It means so much to have, loyal members and followers, subscribers like yourselves, getting down with me every week to go ahead and talk and keep building on this community of PowerDirector users that we are creating. So thank you for joining me. Now, first up, if you're in the room and you have not clack the like button, clack the like button right now. I need you all to hit that like button because it sends a signal to YouTube letting them know that this content is worth watching. So if you like the content, you love coming to these live streams, please make sure that you are hitting that like button. Also, if you are not a member and you're not already supporting me monthly, I would appreciate it if you could hit me up with a super chat or a super sticker if you can afford to do so. If you have the capability and you like the content, you want to support me, super chats and super stickers are the way to get it done. So if you're not already a member of my channel, all my members, I love you guys, Team PDU in the building. If you're not a member, feel free to hit me up with a super chat or a super sticker if you can. All right? I'm going to jump right into the comments, get this Q&A going. All right. Starting off with the good pastor, Brian Bates. He's not playing around. He's like, how can you cut a person from a pic to make a thumbnail? So you need to use a photo editor right now to do that. Or you can use if you have the app version of PowerDirector, there's a cutout that you can use for that. But the problem is PowerDirector will not export anything with a transparent background. It does not have the codecs for doing that. So if you're going to try to remove someone from an image and then use them in a picture, you need to use a photo editor. What I would say to do is go to that frame that you want to use. Go ahead and take a snapshot of that frame. It saves it as a JPEG. And then go ahead to your photo editor and use that to go ahead and remove the background, change the background out, do whatever you want to do. But a photo editor is the way to get that done. Good pass debates. All right. My head moderator in charge, Peter J. Milner, says, good evening, Malik and all. Here we are again. Yes, we're back in a place that we belong. Sometimes you want to go. We where everybody knows your name, Peter. All right. Oh, my Asian queen in the place says, good evening, everyone. What's going on, chasing my Asian queen? Thank you for joining us as usual. And then, of course, my man, 50 grand, Steve Williams, made it, but only just. Eyes are tired. Hey, brother, if you're tired, lay it down. All right, go to sleep, get your rest, do what you got to do. Appreciate you doing your moderation thing in the Facebook group. Appreciate you coming to all these live streams. If you're tired, brother, lay it down. Get your rest, okay? My girl Sue is in the building. She says, hi from Gray May, San Diego, Cali. Going back to Cali. What's going on, Sue? Thank you. Once again, also another one of my users group moderators, Peter, Steve, Sue. Thank you guys for doing your thing. All right, a lot of people saying what's up to each other. Oh, my man, Kentucky Ranger. What's up, man? He says, sup, y'all? What's going on, Kentucky Ranger? Appreciate you for coming through, my friend. Clear-minded thinker, the thinker extraordinaire says, what up, one and all? What's going on? Stay clear. You got to stay clear. Please, keep it clear. MB, what's up, MB? MB says, good evening, everyone. How we all doing? How are we all doing? I don't know. We're doing things. Oh, somebody can't sleep. Insomnia says, love your tutorials. Hi from New Zealand. What's going on, New Zealand? That's kind of far, but it's a beautiful place. I'd love to go there one day and see all the sights and things, man. It's a beautiful place. Kathy Bird said, sometimes I have a video when I'm adding in voiceovers, then somehow one of those disappears from the timeline, but it's still there. I can't find it to remove it or move it to a different location. I can't help you out with that. Never experienced that. It's not something that I can help you out with, unfortunately. But if you want to, what I would say to do if you have not done so already is go check out the PowerDirector Users Group. Get some help from over there. Should be something that you should do. Should be pretty easy to do. So if you go to Google, you could just search PowerDirector Forum. If you go there, click on Cyberlink Community Forum, and then you want to choose PowerDirector. If you have the current version, choose that. If you have 20, choose that. If you got previous versions, choose that one, right? So choose your version. Go in here. First thing that I would do is search, see if someone else has had the issue and they already addressed it. If not, then you can go ahead and click on New Topic, create a new post and a new thread, and someone will come through and help you. As you can see, like all of these views on all of these posts, they have responses and answers on all of them. You know, none of these things go without getting at least one answer. So go in there, ask your question there. These are other users of PowerDirector who can help you. Another place you can go to is on Facebook. If you have Facebook, you can go to the users group on there. And Facebook's been acting funny with me today, man. I have no idea why. Let me just do this, see if it works. It might not work anyway. I'm just going to search PowerDirector Users Group, and it comes up with Facebook, first one on here. If we click on it, let's see if Facebook will open now. Nope. Facebook has been acting weird with me today, guys. I have no idea why it's acting so funky. But, you know, you can search PowerDirector Users Group. If you search that on Google, it'll take you right to the page. You can go there, check it out, do all the loveliness that you could do there. So there that is. Hope that helps you, Kathy. All right, let's see. Kentucky Rangers has been following you since the Pinnacle days. Keep up the awesome work. See, why you got to bring up old stuff, man? Why you got to bring up old stuff? Yes, I used to use Pinnacle Studio and I used to use PowerDirector. I actually started those two channels almost around the same time, but I moved away from Pinnacle. You know, a few reasons. Lack of support from them. Some of it, you know, just other stuff I'm not going to get into right now, but I wasn't really using it as much either. So, you know, knowledge gap was a little bit further away than PowerDirector's knowledge gap. So stuff like that. But yes, Kentucky Ranger, thanks for putting my business in the streets. Christo Bagnier says, hi, France, or I don't know, Bagnier? I don't know. That sounds French. Let's see. JR says, hi, what's up, JR? What's going on? And then, of course, Sue coming through with the knowledge. Sue says that PowerDirector has Photo Director. That's what I use to cut out a person. So, like I said, photo editor. You can use Photo Director if you have it. If you have a director suite, you got Photo Director, you can use that. But if you don't have that, you can use just almost any photo editor can do it. Paint.net can do it. That's free. There's other ones out there that you can use. They're free. Just look them up on YouTube. Whole bunch of ones that can do it. Peter says, try putting the voiceover on track 2 or 3 down from the main timeline. Then you can drag it and drop it wherever you need it from there. I guess that's a voiceover thing. But if it's disappeared, if it's gone, I don't know how they're supposed to do that. So I'm lost there. I don't know. Look, my wife is calling me. And I told this woman I was doing a live stream. So I don't know why she's calling me. I mean, I guess she just don't pay attention to the things I say. But it's all good. You know how wives do. They just treat us bad. Don't pay us no mind. Hurt our feelings. All right. Facebook is goofy. Kentucky Ranger is goofy. Let's see here. So Steve has a question. He said, is there a means to import a video without also importing the audio? Or indeed, can I produce a video from export so that it doesn't automatically create an audio track, even though there is none? So here's the thing. There's no way to import a video without the audio that is already in that video. So if you're going to bring in any type of video asset, it's looking for the audio with it when you import it. So you can't import it without it. Now, you can produce a video or export a video. Like if you just mute the track, then it will not have the audio, but it will still have like the audio track there, like the codec for that audio will still be attached to it. It'll just be silent. So if you're trying not to have the audio track or the audio codec with it, I'm not aware of a way to do that within PowerDirector. It can do the opposite, as you probably know. It can create just the audio file even if you have video, but for some reason, it won't do the opposite. But most audio editors, like Audacity, which is free, allows you to like bring in like an audio video clip and it just converts it to just audio. I don't know if that would help you in any way to like separate it out. You could do that if you're just trying to separate the audio, but no, there's no way to export it without the actual audio track. It will always be there. So could be silent, but it'll still be there. Brian, I don't know who Brian is. I don't know Brian. Maybe he's talking to someone else on here named Brian. I'm scrolling through and I don't see a Brian, but I don't know. But I'm going to get back to your question. How can I use a clip with green screen in the action cameras section? You can slow down a clip if you want to. What I would do is go into the action camera center, do whatever speed adjustments you want to do, produce that clip, then bring it back in. And if you want to add a chroma key or something like that afterwards, that's the way that I would go about doing it. You can't like chroma key and then go in there and change the speeds, or you can't change the speeds and then try to attach the chroma key to it. You can't do that. You would have to do one and then do the other. Okay. So if you want to do your green screening first, do your chroma key, apply that, produce that clip, bring it back in, then you can put it in the action camera center and do whatever changes. Or what I would do is leave the green screen on it, go into the action camera center, do your speed adjustments, produce that clip by itself, and then bring it back into your project with everything else with the speed adjustments already applied. Then use the chroma keyer. That's the way I would do it. Kentucky Ranger says, sorry to bring up old hurts. That was some old hurts, man. I got away from them as well for lack of support. Okay, I'm trying to pronounce this name. Wedgenbig is how I'm going to say it. Awesome to touch you live. I've been watching your videos for a long time now and use many of the things I learned in my content. Thank you. You're very welcome, Wedgenbig, if I said that right. I don't know, man. Help me out. Do like a Wikipedia pronunciation for a brother, because I don't know how to say that name. All right. Peter says, Steve, yes, either import it to a timeline, separate video and audio tracks, remove the audio track, and either then import the whole project as a nested project or produce the video without its audio. Yeah, you can, like I said, I think his question was more like, will it still have the track? It'll still have the track. You can make it silent. Like I said, it'll be silent. You can produce it without it, mute it, whatever. But if you're trying to separate the track and have no audio track, like I know, like if you bring in like a MKV file to PowerDirector, It has multiple audio tracks. Like if it's a multi-track MKV file, you'll have like however many tracks are attached to it. You can silence them. You can't get rid of the tracks. The tracks will always be there, and PowerDirector will always see them. They'll just be silent. Alan Quirk says, producing a video without audio wouldn't be possible to unlink the video and audio and delete the audio. Yeah, you can do that. You can definitely do that. Like I said, you can delete the audio. There will be no sound. But if you're trying to remove tracks, you can't. They're still there. Maybe I'm speaking over people's heads with that, but it still will have a codec for audio. So if you go to that file and you look and you right click it and you look for information on it, it will still show you that it has the audio codec. It'll just be no sound. Wedge and Big. Thank you. Now I can say your name right. Wedge and Big. Wedge and Big. Okay, I like that. I'm going to make a song about that Wedge and Big. All right. Either to Tech says, Kathy, I don't do voiceovers, but have you tried saving your project, closing down PowerDirector, and then reopening it? Zoltrix67 says, hi. What's going on, Zoltrix? Thank you for stopping through. All right. Let's see where we at now. I think I'm caught up with all of the chatty. So, a few things I want to touch base with you guys on today. First and foremost, if you guys didn't know, there was a little birthday video template contest that PowerDirector is having. So, I want to keep you guys in the know so that if you want to use one of their birthday templates to try to get some free swag, jump on this, all right? It ends May 31st, so that's next week sometime. Think about 7 days from now. So, you got time still to enter. So, you know, like on the Facebook group, I always ask, what are you working on today? What are you working on? Well, maybe one of y'all will answer that you're working on your birthday video template video for the contest. Who knows? Now, as you can see here, it's got some pictures of some pretty fancy things. If you're into the Apple ecosystem, you got Apple Watch, you got iPhones, you got all kind of stuff. So basically, it's their birthday recently, so they're having a birthday contest. You can go ahead and use PowerDirector. You know, go into the video intro room, grab you one of those birthday templates, edit your video, then you share it. It's got all of the steps right here to go ahead and get yourself entered into the contest. Of course, they want you to, if you want to, you can use some stock elements. Shutterstock, even though they're getting rid of Shutterstock, I can't wait till it's gone. Yes. They'll have iStock video by Getty Images, and they're going to have like some music through Facebook or through Meta. So it's going to be pretty dope. Actually, I have the tutorial here on how to do some of this stuff. I'm not going to jump into that. Once again, prizes. First prize, iPhone 14, 128 gigs. And you get a year Director Suite 365. Pretty nice. Second prize, Apple Watch SE and a year Director Suite 365. Boom. So just like Sue said, if you just have PowerDirector and you don't have the rest of the suite of the Director products, you're missing out, pal. I love Photo Director. I love using Color Director, Audio Director. I've got some tutorials on all of them, so check them out if you get a chance. I don't do tutorials on them that often, but I do have a few out there. I'm trying to stay in my niche and just stay to PowerDirector most of the time. But a year Director Suite 365 is, you're going to love it if you end up getting it. If you win this contest, first, second, or third place, you're going to get that. So Jump in if you want to try to get the other products. It's dope. And third prize is a $100 Amazon gift card, and that's good too. I'm always up on Amazon. They got all my money. And you also get, like I said, a year Director Suite 365. Then there are 2 Judges Awards. So they'll have first, second, and third place, but they're also going to have 2 Judges Awards who will get a 1-year subscription to the PowerDirector app. So that'll be Android or iOS. So for all of you app haters out there, you get a free version of the app, and maybe you'll play with it. Maybe you won't hate it so much in the future. All right. So more info here. Winners are announced on June 12th, 2023. So make sure you stay on the lookout. They're probably going to announce it on social media. They might do it on YouTube. Usually they announce those things on Instagram. Instagram is like the place where PowerDirector and Cyberlink do most of their announcements, most of their posts. If you don't have Instagram, you might be missing out on some of the stuff that they do, because that's where they usually share information, things like that. All right. So there it is. Contest. Hey, jump on board. It's a great thing. You jump into it, get things done. You'll love it. If you win, you'll love it. Even if you don't win, just have fun. Make it something new. You know what I'm saying? All right. So let's see. Let me jump back into the chat before I go into my next conversation that I want to have with you guys. Zoltrix67 says, I set the SVRT to AMD encoder. Now it won't let me change it back. I have never experienced that where you could not use a drop-down arrow to change it back. What I would recommend doing is in PowerDirector, contact them, let them know what's happening. So you can go to File. So open PowerDirector, go to File, go to Rate Us and Provide Suggestions. When you go there, it will have this screen. Tell them what's happening. Tell them what you did. Be very specific about what's happening. Make sure that you click on this to include your email address with your feedback, and then put your email address in here, and then accept and submit, and it will get sent to PowerDirector or Cyberlink support, and they'll get back with you. So that's what I would do. Something like that happened to me, and I didn't know what to do. I would also go to the PowerDirector forum and PowerDirector users group, ask it in many places as you can. So Peter's talking about the issue with the audio track again. He said, if the end goal is to merge audio, I would keyframe it in Audio Director and then set it in any way I want. And JR said, thanks, but what I want to do is repeat a short clip that has a green screen several times. So if you're just repeating the same clip over and over, all you really have to do is just put it back to back in your timeline and it'll repeat. So not too sure what exactly it is that you're trying to do. Kentucky Ranger said, awesome, I can't wait. Ms. Blackfire123 said, oh, why are they getting rid of it? Yeah, they're getting rid of Shutterstock. Last week of the live stream, I talked about how PowerDirector is going to have more assets than they've had before. They're actually going to have like millions extra, like video clips, images. They're going to have more music, all that stuff. So they're getting rid of Shutterstock. They're getting more images and videos through iStock by Getty Images. And they're also bringing on Meta for some music and audio stuff. So I talked about that last week. And you can watch the replay of that live stream if you want to know more about it. Sue says, I've been stocking up on Shutterstock pics that I really like for later use. Yeah, it's a smart thing to do. So if you know that there's some things in Shutterstock that you're not going to be able to access in a few months, I think it was like, what is it, July, if I remember correctly, guys? Then yeah, go ahead and get as many as you can right now so you can use them later. And then you'll have them in the downloaded section. What I'm not sure about is if the assets in the downloaded section from Shutterstock are still going to be there later on. But once again, if you know how to find the files on your machine, you can find them there and save them somewhere else. Eugene Avalo says, thanks for easy to understand videos. I find mask confusing. Some say the mask is the area that shows through. Others say it is area that is blocked. What do you think about the mask? How do you think about mask? I think mask, I mean, it's either way. I mean, you can invert it. I mean, it really doesn't, to me, you're masking out, right? So whatever you're choosing is still there, and then whatever is not there is masked out. That's the way that I've always understood it, and that's the way that I've always approached it. So if I had the capability to add nodes around myself, I would say, hey, I created a mask, you know, or a rectangle or a mask of an oval. Let's say that. And I faded it and things like that. Well, the mask to me is I masked out all of the things around me. And now all I can see is the middle. Just like when you put a mask on, right? So the mask covers up part of your face. So the part outside the oval is gone. So that's masked out. The only part that is the mask is what's covering. So you mask out the outside. The mask per se is whatever is still there. It's like when you put a mask on your face. It's the same principle. So that's the way I see it. Now, somebody else might see it differently. I've never had a conversation about it. I never even thought about that, really. Well, JR, I told you what to do. You don't want to hear. You don't want to listen to me. Like I said, you can't put something in the Action Camera Center. You can't chroma key it and put it in there. You can't change your speed and then chroma. Like I said, if you want to do it the right way, you leave the green screen on it. Do your speed changes in Action Camera Center. Produce that clip. Then bring that produced clip back in and you can chroma key it. That's how you do it. You can try all these other crazy things if you want to. If you do it the way I'm telling you, it'll work. That's all I got. There's probably a million ways to skin a cat, right? But I'm telling you a way that I know is going to work. You can do it and be done with it, or you can keep trying other ways. It's up to you, bruh. It's up to you. All right. Yep, they couldn't come to an agreement with Cyberlink. Yep, good old Shutterstock. They probably wanted more money. Like I said, in my mind, I think what happened was Shutterstock wanted more money. And Cyberlink was like, nah, forget you, man. I'll just go somewhere else. Because they didn't want to change the cost for us as an end user. So I appreciate that. Wedgin Big, I can say your name now. Says, how do I create a fade out option for all tracks? Right now, F2 and fade out each one individually. There's not a way that you can fade all of the tracks at the same time that I'm aware of. You have to, like you said, you'd have to fade each one on its own. But I mean, if you go in and you choose a fade transition, you can do apply to all. But the Problem is, it's going to apply it to every clip on the track. If you're just trying to put it at the end of each track, then you just have to do each last clip individually. Kentucky Ranger says, I think the license expires, so even if you've downloaded Shutterstock photos, they most likely won't be able to use them. Not sure, but I'd ask before using after they change. Yeah, that's the same thing I think. I'm like, I don't know if they're going to let you keep using them. But like I said, if you know the location on your machine where it is and you want to go ahead and grab it, it's up to you. All right. All right. Let me see what the next thing I want to talk about is right now. I talked about that already. All right. I don't know how many of you guys saw this recently, but if you opened up PowerDirector recently, should have been a pop-up that asks you to take a survey. If you get a request to do a survey, I highly recommend that you go do it. Now, I'm showing you this Survey Monkey because the survey little, pop-up came up. If you had the survey pop up, if you saw that thing pop up when you open PowerDirector, leave it in the comments. But when it pops up, you click on it and you decide to take the survey, it actually asks you a lot of questions about new features and which ones you want to have in PowerDirector. So this is your chance. I know a lot of you guys have always said you want this and you want that and you want that and you want this, which is cool. We should be wanting more all the time, right? More for your money, more bang for your buck. That's what you want to do. This is the opportunity to speak directly to them and tell them what you want. Now, you can't, if I remember correctly, you can't add in your own recommendation, but a lot of the things that they're talking about are like cutout, like AI cutout, like you were talking about. You wanted to like remove the background and just have the person. There's an AI cutout feature. Now, once again, I don't know if it will export with the transparent background. I don't know. But if you want to remove somebody from something and you want to bring in your own background and stuff into the editor, you can do and make your thumbnail right there, right? So there's a lot of different things. I can't remember everything, but there was something that I was pretty impressed with. A lot of AI functionality that they're looking to integrate into the software. So if you have not done that survey, if you saw that pop-up box and you're just like, I'm going to close that, I'm going to close that, do the survey. It doesn't take that long. And it really opened my eyes up to some of the possibilities and some of the things that Cyberlink is working on or possibly going to work on doing for us PC users. And I say that because we know there's been a lot of innovation and new features for like the app on iOS and Android, and it's been a little lackluster on the PC side. I do love the new interface, some of the new body effects, things like that. But there's a lot more being offered in the app as far as new features versus the PC. So this is an opportunity for all of us to open up PowerDirector. If you get that pop-up, do the survey, okay? Knock that out. Check out what some of the new features are. If you're doing a survey right now, go ahead and leave in the comments what some of the new features that they talked about. Or if you've done the survey and you remember some of the new features, drop that stuff in the comments because there was a lot of dope stuff that I saw in there. I just can't remember off the top of my head. Again, brother getting old. Memory ain't what it used to be. Leave it in the comments, though. And do the survey. Don't pass this survey by. This is a survey that you want to do, really. All right, let's see what mi gente are talking about now. Steve said we need Alpha Channel to create transparent backgrounds. Yes, this is true. Very true. And right now, not capable. Peter said, is that North America only? As I've used PD almost every day for over a month and not had that here in the UK. It might just be North America. I'm not sure, Peter. I can't get it to come back up again because I already took the survey. But looking at the picture there, it had the United States on there, so it might just be US only. But I don't see why they would just do US, because the features are going to be across the whole, the program, which is in use for everyone. So it really wouldn't make sense to just do United States. But who knows? I mean, like, I use it every day too. And so I opened it up a few times and I just said, get out of here. I just kind of closed it out. And then the last time I opened it, I said, let me go ahead and do this survey. And I was impressed by what I saw in there. So. Yeah, Steve says he thinks it's US only. He hasn't seen it either. Mo is in the building. What's up, Mo? Thanks for stopping through, my friend. He said, would love to see a way to save keyframes and even custom fades. Would save a lot of time when adding custom keyframes and transitions. Yeah, that would be dope if you could just save those the way that you want them and just use them over and over again as templates. That'd be nice. Now, you can create your own transitions. I do have a tutorial on that one. And that might be something that could help you out with the custom fade, depending on how you're trying to customize the fade, And then Mo said, great point. Surveys. I generally ignore them because it feels like they end up being email farming more than anything else. Yeah, that's true. Fortunately, not unfortunately, we already know that Cyberlink already has your email if you have 365. So if they already have your email, it's not going to hurt you to do this survey. So should be good to go. All right. Let's see here. So another quick thing I wanted to talk to you guys about, as long as the chat has slowed down a bit. So you guys see, once again, this is Instagram, and this is a video that PowerDirector has on Instagram. And like I said, Instagram is a place where PowerDirector does most of its social media, does most of its get downs, things like that. And this is a really cool little video, like a social media thing, where it's using the AI, what do you call it? Animation, or the avatar, the anime video effects, whatever you want to call it. I can't think of it off the top of my head right now, but I think it says like anime filters or something like that. But if you guys have seen on other social media, everybody's using like creating these anime avatars of themselves and things like that. And PowerDirector has the capability to do that in the app. So if you have iOS app of PowerDirector and you have the Android app for PowerDirector, you can create these cartoon or anime images of any video that you have. And like you can see right here, it looks awesome. Now, once again, this is something that should be added on PC, if you ask me. But right now, only got it for the app. So if I bring up my screen for the app here, and you see here on the app, have some projects here, some tutorials that I've made in the past with the app, but it has this thing called AI effect here in purple. You tap on that, then it tells you that it only does it in portrait mode. Now I can view it in landscape mode like I am right now, But when you create it and you produce it, it's going to be in portrait mode. So let's say I wanted to, I don't know, say I wanted to do this one here. I could just tap on try now, and then it'll tell me, hey, what videos do you want to use in it? So there's like 7 videos across the bottom. Each one of them is like 1.5 seconds. So I can just pick whatever videos I want to do. Let's see the photos. I want videos, man. So some of these, it only allows me to do photos. So there's that. All right. So I'm going to hit next. And it'll create what it's going to create here. So I haven't seen this one. So I don't know how this little anime effect is going to work. But I guess we'll see when it gets to 100%. All right. It's almost there. All right. Let's see. Yeah, it looked like that one just did anime at the end. I'm going to leave. Let's try a different one real quick. One that I think will do a little bit better. Let's see what this one looks like. The other one just did a little anime thing at the end, which was cute. But, you know, and I guess if I went ahead and planned it, I probably would have had like pictures of the same person in different locations or whatever. There you go. So that's what it looks like. A little bit of anime love in the app. So like you see, there's plenty of templates on here. As a matter of fact, let me bring this back up for you. There's plenty of templates on here. Like here's the one that they just showed like on the video right here, you know. So it looks like they took that and they added the one in the middle to it to kind of create this whole little Instagram video that they did. But there's templates like all over, and there's a lot of different options for things for you to create. So I'm just gonna go back here. So if you're looking like for features like that, they got them in the app. If you're looking for them to bring those things to like Facebook, I'm sorry, to the PC version, get on that survey. Now, like I said, not sure why it's not showing up in other locations. It might just be a US survey. That would not be cool if you ask me, but you know, it is what it is. Sometimes they don't give us everything we want. Holla, holla, my Asian queen. Hit me up with the super chat. Epic $4.99 super chat. Appreciate that. And thanks for all your help. Have to run videos some night time fishing. Hey, have fun. Have fun. Mo says, oh, I haven't seen that one. I'll check out the transition video you did, Malik. Thanks, brother. Trey Sharp says AI faces. Yeah. Peter wants to know if anyone has successfully downloaded and installed Action Director version 3. I have not. I have not tried at this time. He says it's supposed to be an independent action camera pre-processing, and the attraction for me is enhanced 360 editing. I'm hoping to get it working so I can ditch Insta Studio. Mo said he just updated 365 and the survey pop-up came up right away. Do that survey. Questions about things that they want to know if you want to add. Now, keep in mind, some of the questions, it'll have like 10 options on there. You can only pick 5. So pay attention to what it's asking you to do. Some might say, hey, it'll have 7 options, but it only wants you to pick 3. So you really have to kind of think about which one of these 10 do I really want? Or which one of these 7 do I really want? The 3 out of the 7 that I get to pick. So you kind of have to prioritize based on your needs and wants, which ones you want to suggest or recommend. Sue said, I did not get my Survey Monkey from them yet, and I'm in the U.S. So maybe if you haven't updated using the Cyberlink Application Manager, Sue, go use open up the Cyberlink Application Manager, and if you can update PowerDirector 365, update it, and then maybe you'll have the survey pop up at that point. So you can come in, babe. Mo said he's doing a survey right now. Wow. This is the woman, y'all, that called me right after I told her I was about to start my live stream. I texted her.
Oh, I look crazy.
I texted her, come on over here. No, you can't kiss me.
Hold on, Josh. Hey. Okay. Stop doing that. Okay, bye.
That's the woman that called me in the middle of the lot. Don't know when I just told her. And it's not like I just texted her and she didn't get. She texted me back, people. She texted me back. I said, I'm about to start my live stream. See you when you get home. She texts back, heading out. Okay, so why would you call me after that? Because my wife crazy, but I love her, though. I love her, though. Okay. Mo said he is done with the survey. Finally. Hey, Steve, watch your eyes, boy. Keep your eyes on the prize, boy. That my queen right there, boy. Ay. Trey Sharpton with a thumbs up. Oh, appreciate that. She chose well. She really, really chose well. Miss Blackfire 123 showing some love. Mo said, hey, hi, Mrs. Malik. You're a lucky man, brother. I thought she was the lucky one. Of course, I'm lucky. Good Lord. Peter says, good evening, Mrs. Professor. Yes, sir. She was in the house. She had to get up out of here. Had to, go do whatever she gonna do. And me, I'm running short on time. I got like 12 minutes. She just got home. Now, people, y'all give a shout out to my wife. She just got a promotion at her job. She was a assistant principal of Madison High School here in San Antonio, Texas. But now she is a principal of her own school, Harris Middle School. So congratulations to my wonderful wife. I mean, go-getter, mentor, leader, educator extraordinaire with her own middle school now. So big up to her. She's a great woman, doing great things. All right. Oh, Mo says she's lucky too. Yeah, don't try to clean it up now, Mo. I'm still interested in what was your top choice, Mo, on the survey? What was the thing that you were most excited about when you got a chance to go through it and pick out the things that you recommended to add to PowerDirector? What was the thing that stood out most to you, or the thing that you were most excited about? Thank you, Trey. Appreciate that. He says Malik is becoming a kept man. I wish. Y'all know educators don't get paid no money. Kentucky Ranger says, awesome. Congratulations to the missus. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. Mo said, that's awesome. Congrats to her. And then my girl, Mrs. Blackfire123 said, congrats. Thank you, ma'am. Appreciate you. Aha. And then Peter said, congratulations, Mrs. Whitaker. You really are Mrs. Professor. Yes, she is the real professora in the building. So, let's see here. See if I got anything else I wanted to. I don't think I had anything else planned to talk about today. But I always love to, like, let me see if I can find what I was talking about with the Shutterstock stuff. I don't know if you guys remember where I got that from. I don't even remember where I got it from now. Let me see if I can find it in here. Just so that you have a reference. Not like you don't believe me or anything, you know. Just want to make sure that you got the reference if you need it. If you need to go back to it for any purpose. Let's see. Nope, don't see it in there. Nope, can't find it anywhere. I have to go back to it. I know I had it. I can't remember where I pulled it up from. Let me see. It might be in my history. Got to be in my history, people, right? I mean, I was all up in it. Let's see. I'm going to go back to last week in my history. If it'll go back that far. And it should be in there because we talked about it last week. Let's see. Thursday. Wednesday. Huh. Nope. Wish I could find it, people. Sorry for all the silence, but trying to find this resource on here. I'm not having any luck. All right, Guess I can't find it. I'm not gonna keep looking for it and leaving you guys in silence. I want to move on. Let's see. So Mo said, I was surprised at the big push for AI additions and the restoration assistant, which I wasn't aware of. We'll check that out and compare what it does versus Audio Director. Yeah, so the restoration assistant is pretty much like pulled directly from Audio Director. And the features that it has are exactly what's in there. Just kind of like transitioned it into PowerDirector so you don't have to do that extra step. And at the end of the day, I've used like the enhancement feature, like the speech enhancement works really well. And I think that was the one that I put on there that I used from the restoration assistant. And kind of when you pick one of them, you get to answer a few more questions about the usage and the results and things like that. The big push for AI, I mean, AI is like, I don't know if you guys watch the news. I watch the news like a hawk. And there's all type of things going on talking about AI. Whether it's people being afraid of how AI can create images that look real and trick people with it, whether it's the fact that AI can create videos and trick you with that, or that it answers your questions. And some people think AI feels like it has a mind of its own and stuff like that. So it's a big push for AI right now. And, you know, good, bad, or indifferent, it's here to stay probably, unless something happens with there's been a lot of talk too about Congress getting involved with AI and slowing it down and stopping certain things and yada yada yada. So we'll see where that goes. But big push for AI right now. And I think people are doing it because now it's like real, it's happening, and you can use it to do so many things. And they also want to use it before things kind of get locked down. Steve said that AI stuff will increase the workload on less powerful PCs. Yeah, I think depending on what the AI is and what it does, you're correct. I think some of the AI stuff shouldn't, based on what it is. Like the cutout tool, that's probably going to be an AI thing, and I don't think that's going to cause a lot of processing issues with your PC, but some elements of it will. Dro says, hello, brother. Greeting from Philippines. What's up? Philippines is a beautiful place. Mo said, yes, and I'm not fully sold on AI being that great. We'll still have to tweak things. It can be a bit of a time saver, but in the end, you'll end up needing to go through the video and double check, fix. Yeah, there are some elements of it that they're not as good. Like the cutout tool is okay. Like the edges need to be cleaned up, softened up, and things like that. Sometimes the AI tool for the cutout works fantastic, looks perfect. But you know, there are little tweaks that you have to make to a lot of things. Kentucky Ranger says speech enhancement is good, but you really need to use it sparingly or your voices sound really funny. Yeah, that's true. Trey Sharp said, I tried it and it did work well with voices, especially taking out noise in a large room like at church. Yep, it's a good tool. I'm just going to say LOL on now. Need Magic says, hello, director. Hello, I'm not a director, but I'm a professor. Let's see what else we got here, man. All right. I'm out of here, people. It is time for me to make my departure. Hey, I'm sorry I wasted some time looking up that information about Shutterstock, but I was trying to share that with you guys for those of you who weren't in the live stream last time. But hey, who knows? We'll get it cracking next time around. You guys know the routine. I'll be back next Wednesday, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time for another live stream. I want to thank those of you who were able to go ahead and hit me up with a super chat. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. All of my members, Team PDU, much love to all of you guys. If you have not done so, please please, please, please clack the like button, the one with the thumb that's pointed in the upward direction. Hit that. Please, before you leave this room, make sure people know that this content is good and that they should be watching it too. Thanks, and I'll talk to you next time.